Hello my fellow YouTubers, this is Roy back again. This episode here we're going to talk about solar panel and getting off the grid. Right here I am running off this one panel that puts out 75 watts of power. It comes in and charges these two batteries. Right now I have come off of my panel, and right now I'm just checking things out, so I'll do a separate box right here. These wires here right now control this light, control this whole outlet, which controls my radio, which controls this light here. Has four neon bulbs in there. It also controls this fan. These two light bulbs 75 watts, these two 75 watts, these two 4-foot light bulbs, and obviously that outlet there, because that's what these lights are plugged into. And that's about it. So here's my workshop, lit up nice. I got music, charging my cell phone, and running a fan. I can't ask for more. Now to run my transformers or whatever I'm running, I have a beautiful nice 30 amp breaker here, double pole, and I'm going to put that to its own outlet box, and that'll be on the grid. But this is my off the grid garage. Today I was talking to my buddy Scott Russell. I'll give kudos out to. We're talking about how hot it's been and how much sun my panel's getting, and I wasn't charging my batteries because they're full. They've been full for over a month now, so I'm not really running anything with it. And I just thought about it. I'm like, my solar panel has been out of a job for over a month or two, and it's got to get off the unemployment line. It's got to get a job. So I gave it a job. Took my garage off the grid. So it now officially is running off of 2 car batteries, and it will recharge in the daytime. So here we are. The 2 batteries are sitting at 12 volts. Our current is 16.70 amps. Okay. The energy is 15 HW. I guess I got to find out what that is. Watt hours. 16 watt hours, I guess. And my power in watts are 199.9 watts. So good information to have on what my off the grid system is using. Fans running really nice. I even have the light on outside is running off of this too, that light that's over there. Pretty interesting, and it makes me feel really good about letting I'm running this for free. I'm not paying a dime. So let me go over some things with you guys. Right now I'm setting up my charge controller, and I'll come out of my solar panel. If you guys want to make one at home, just get a panel. You come off the back of the panel, one side's hot, one side's positive, one side's negative. You put a voltmeter on it. If it doesn't tell you, you can see. This one here is a Siemens. It's 75 watts, 600 volt, class C. Short current 4.8 amps, it says. It is 21 volts is what it puts out. Rated at 16 amps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is set this my next day off on the roof, put it in the perfect position where it's getting 12 o'clock dead center from the sun being at 12 noon, so it'll catch from 9 o'clock up to 12, from 12 o'clock probably to 4 o'clock or that, and then it's just catching light, so it'll go down from 21 volts down to maybe 14, 13, but it'll still stay a positive difference potential for the battery. So regardless, it'll still keep charging the battery. And then from that solar panel, we'll come into the charge controller, and right there to your left is where the input is for your solar panel, positive and negative. And then you'll come out of this center here where it goes to the car battery, which right to your poles, positive and negative. And then if you had right there, it's called the load. And if you had stuff that's DC already, like if you had some DC LEDs or different lighting that would run up at 12 volts, then you would just come off of that side there and run right to your load. That side's the load. And this will keep your batteries from overcharging. So this is I'm putting up as well as, then you come out of that, you got your batteries, and then you got one battery, two batteries. Pretty much I'll come in the morning. If I leave this on, this will still be on from two batteries, and pretty much right here you can see the current is 16.37 amps, and watt hours, I guess I have to look into it, but I got 27. So that means this will run for 27 hours at the wattage of 195.9 watts. I guess that's what's that telling me. I'll have to do a little more research. Don't want to give you wrong information, but that's how I'm reading it. So you want to be more efficient, and you can see with two batteries, I have enough power here to, well, that would be probably per battery. I need to look into this a little bit more. If these numbers are based on per battery, I got two batteries here, so I don't know if it reads that. I know voltage is 12 volts. I gotta check into it. But anyway, great to have the meter. Great to have the off-the-grid power to the workshop. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Peace out to everybody, especially the guys who feel that they want to be off the grid. It's empowering, guys, to know that when the power goes off in my house, I come over here, no generator or nothing. I come over here and my shop is still running. I got lights, I got music, I got fan running. Pretty damn good. Well, you guys leave your comments. I guess how do we better this is I'll show another video of how I put that up on the roof, and maybe I could put it on a stand that you would put a radar dish on and make it a swivel and have it hooked up to a 555 timer chip, and maybe turn the son of a bitch real slow, the same speed that when the sun moves it follows the sun. You just got to have it lined up and the timing right. Maybe we'll do that. That'd be a good video, you guys. If anybody's interested in that little project, just leave some comments, and we'll post that as a video, how to put up a solar panel and build a 555 board out of it, running off of, it'll run off its own. We'll pull right off the back of the solar panel, so it'll run a little electric motor that will turn. In fact, I got one here that's AC. It's a synchronous motor. Oh God, don't pardon my mess here, guys, but somewhere you got to have a junk drawer. This is a synchronous motor, and you hook it up and it just turns real slow, and it's AC. I can either hunt one down for DC, so I can run it off the back of the panel. It's pretty much what I need to do, because this is going to be far from AC. It's right at the panel, so it'll have to be a DC motor, but good idea. And this turns real slow, and this could actually turn the chassis body so it follows the sun real slow. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for other stuff that I'm working on. I'm cleaning out the workshop. We'll get into some good experiments on some mots. We'll go into how to hook up the mots in phase, out of phase, what the difference is, and when you have them in phase, out of phase, how to hook them up directly 110 or 110 in series, to where you put together the coming out of the neutral into the start of the other not, we'll do a video on that. If you want to learn how to do that, leave your comments. I'll post that up. I got two pretty unique adjustable spark gaps here. Got 2 buckets of capacitors, some Tesla coils, some primary. We'll work on some things I wanted to do experiments on. Was the primary on how you come right out of your transformers and not into these stupid little wires or anything that's going to be less than what the transformer right to the primary should be. And we'll talk about why it's good and why it's not good to run smaller wires. And we'll do a video on that, and then we'll show the difference in going in your primary, and then we'll talk about why you should add capacitance on the resistance on the very end of the primary, and what it does to the primary and to the resonator, meaning the secondary. So we'll go over cool stuff like that, and then we'll come over to edge wheel. I got some ideas. These are my winter projects that I've been thinking about. On edge wheel, I like to recharge the magnets, get them strong again, because when I run them off of these PMH field coils, it does weaken the magnets. So what I like to do is recharge these. Use these PMHs as a pickup versus anything else. And what I like to do is a Russell mechanism, which will basically be a cylinder coil, a cylinder solenoid running down this pipe, and with a mechanism that will pull and push this handle. So it'll pull the handle, push the handle, it'll turn the wheel just with the mechanism, and this little lever over here will activate the solenoid there. So the wheel will be turned by the handle, but it'll be turned on its own power, which makes a big difference now, because no longer are we dumping 12-volt juice into these PMHs, but we'll be dumping that into the solenoid going down the pipe and using that energy in a different way. And then we'll go over what good and bad that could be, and what we could do with the rest of the wheel, whether it's now time or back in the day with Ed time. And another part of the things that I want to talk to you guys about would be some Wilhelm Reich studies. And I guess we're going to use this table over here with my 3-foot primary corral. What we'll do is we'll do some things over here, and over here table is based on sound and frequency, and more of with water, and more with the levitation side of how do we get an object to float in air, if we even can. We'll go back to Wilhelm Reich stuff of energy transfer from matter itself, and we'll get back into some of the works that I've done with using bismuth and aluminum and zinc and lead. And I guess I got to get off the phone. And some copper. Yeah! All right, thank you! That's my dinner call. But we'll get back into taking wood pieces and powdered pieces, and we'll see what's static. This will be also the Wims Hersey stuff over here. So over here covers sound, electric, static, and light also, because we're doing studies with dropping a light beam. I got this nice dome, and with this dome, what I plan on doing with my dome here is putting it on the roof and coming down in my like ductwork material, and bringing light down here. So when the light hits this, it'll reflect and shoot the light down. And the goal with the light is to have it come down to one focal point. And what I want to do with that light is transfer light into high voltage